Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today it is 71 degrees outside and it feels amazing out. So I am going to come out here and do some work on the water features that I have in a couple of areas in my yard. Water features are one of my favorite things to put in my property. Back when I was a teenager, my dad and I went out in their backyard and put in a rock pond with a water wheel, and ever since then I was hooked. But let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you the areas that I'm going to be working in today. I have this circle flower bed over here, and then I have the one over on this side as well, on each side of my driveway. Now I'm wanting this flower bed over here to match pretty closely, not exactly, but pretty closely to the one on the other side. So I'm going to be making some changes in this area this year. I'm going to be moving all the plants that are in this area, and then I have this bare fountain with a small pond below it that desperately needs to be cleaned out. I'm going to be moving this today to a different area and getting it set up and running. The Mexican feathergrass that I have on either side has looked awesome all winter long. It's added a little bit of winter interest over here. Even though it's brown, I still like the look of it, so I just kept it, didn't cut it back. But it's getting about that time for me to go in and cut this back. So I'll probably do that today as well after I move the pond out. And then the second area that I'm going to be working on is the rock pond in my backyard. So let me go ahead and take you back there and show you what I'm going to be doing back there. So here's the other area that I'm going to be working in. I finally got the wheel bearings for my water wheel, so I'm very excited. I get to get my water wheel all set up today and get it running. And then I also have this rock water feature. It has a hole drilled in the middle of the rock and water bubbles up out of it. And this is hiding the 5-gallon bucket that I have under there for the pumps. And then over on this side, I have my old water pump with rocks down below it for a small waterfall. So I'm going to get this set up as well. So this is the first area that I'm going to be working in. It's not going to be that difficult. I just have to go through and remove the old wheel bearings and replace them with the new ones. And then I can get the water wheel back up on the stand. And then there's a bucket that goes on top of the water wheel that I need to clean up a little bit. And I'm eventually going to be staining it. If I have time today, I'll go ahead and stain it today. But if not, then I'll just set it up there just so I can get everything running. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this area. And look what I just found as I was walking by. I'll try to get you closer. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but my clematis is coming back. I just happened to glance over and see these buds coming up and thought I would show you. Spring is almost here. All right, moment of truth. There it goes. Let's see how the water wheel does. starts out slow. I can tell I need to do some sealing in it. Seal some of the spots up, but that's not that big of a deal. Oh, there she goes. I've missed having this back here, so I'm very happy to have it all set up and everything working. So now I'm gonna get started on the water bubbler through that rock and the old water pump. So I got this one running, and I had to change out the tubing. The other tube was clogged, so I had to just remove it and replace it with a different one. And that got it up and running. I think this year I'm going to go get a larger pump for this one so that more water comes out of it. I think that'll make it look a lot better. Okay, so now that I have the rock pond area done, I'm going to get started on this one. So I'm going to dig this pond up, which it won't be very difficult because this pond is not very big. And then let me show you where I'm going to be moving it to. This area right here is right off my driveway, and it's right next to the flower bed that I did off my driveway that goes over to the circle bed. And then I got to this point and then stopped, and I still have this area over here to clean out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bear fountain right here in this blank area. I have this bear welcome sign, so then the smaller bear will be a fountain into the small pond. So I got the pond cleaned out and the hole dug, and I got everything leveled up. So the next thing that I'm going to do is fill it in with water to hold it in place, and then I'm going to backfill with dirt on the sides, and then I can get the pump set up. Okay, I have this area done now. I mentioned in a previous video what I'm going to be doing to this area a little bit. I'm going to be pulling out the grass and mulching it like I did the rest of this area over here. I'm going to mulch it all in and mulch around the rocks. And then you can see that the bears are pointing their backs towards the yard. I wanted to point the bears in this direction because this is where you walk up towards my house. So I wanted this to be one of the first things you see as you walk up to the front door. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to plant some grass plants back behind the bears over in this area to kind of hide the back of the bears from the yard view. Now, as you can see, I have an extension cord running through here, and it goes up on my porch and then into my garage, but that's temporary. I'm going to be adding an outdoor outlet over in this area, kind of over where the windows are, so the extension cord will be buried under the rock and mulch when it goes to that new outlet over there. This was a really fun project to get out and do today. After last month we had negative 13 degrees. I'm very happy with the 70-degree weather that we're having right now. I know that it may get colder again before spring hits, so I just want to get out and enjoy any day that I can that it's warm. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.